This married couple decided that they'd clean up their old attic. So they got to work there, and in the course of the clean-up they found a little ticket due to the local shoe repairer. And according to the date, it was 11 years old. So they laughed amongst themselves. I wonder who forgot to pick up the shoes. But the husband said, I wonder if they'll be still there. And the wife said, oh no, they won't be there. So he said, I'm going to check it out. So he got into the car, drove down to the people that repaired the shoes, and with a straight face, he walked into the man behind the counter and handed him the ticket. With an equally straight face, the guy took it and went out the back rooms into the dark to look for the shoes. And after a while, the voice came, I've got them, I've found them. And then the man said, oh, husband, what great news, isn't that terrific? The fact that these shoes are still here after all these years. And the man behind the counter came out and said, no shoes in his hand. He said, they'll be ready next Thursday. Today, during the French Revolution, the young man was caught up for treason, and he was in the court, and the sentence for that was death. And the emperor was about to pronounce it, and the boy's mother at the back of the court said, asked for mercy for her son. And the emperor roared out, mercy! He does not deserve mercy. And she replied, if he did deserve mercy, it wouldn't be mercy. And the Pope now is opening on next Tuesday, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, opening the doors of St. Peter's to proclaim the Year of Mercy, the Jubilee Year of Mercy, which means that wonderful knowledge that we're surrounded by God's love, that we are special people because of our faith, and that we hand on that mercy, that forgiveness, that sort of readiness to help people. Mercy isn't just forgiving, it's just how you treat one another, the weak and the lonely, the children that are finding it hard, the husbands and wives are having a struggle, the friends that find life difficult, their employment is in the balance, people who are struggling to survive. They need mercy, they need support, and we all do. That's why when we talk of Jesus as the God of mercy, he supports us. He knows we're weak. He knows our problems, better than we do. But he's always there for us. And so when we come to a thing like Advent, we wonder what it's about. Well, it's just a time when you just reflect about what a great thing it is to have some faith. What a great thing it is to have a light for your life. What a great thing it is to know that Christ is somehow caught up in your life. Sure, you have those times when you're in the valleys and he seems more absent than present. Times when you kind of try the hills, the mountains, with your ill health and your problems, and he seems absent again. The times when they have to cross these seas and all the things that John the Baptist promised don't seem real. But when you reflect back after it all, you find that he was there always. And that's mercy, the fact that you're there for the people that need you. There just by your presence and by your support, by the fact that you care and you're just not looking for what's in it for you, but what's in it for them. And that's mercy. You can spell it out many ways, but it's how you live your life as a follower of Christ. And so we have now in the Gospel this defining moment. Luke goes to great pains to pinpoint the exact moment, the defining moment in the history of Israel, when they're all groaning and moaning, being beaten left, right and centre, when they don't know, waiting for the Messiah to come with an army and sweep the Romans away, waiting perhaps for the end of the world where they'll all be gathered up into the glory of heaven. They all had their visions, they all had their hopes, but now out of the desert comes this man with his camel hair and he's eating locusts and wild honey with his wild unkempt hair. And he says, prepare the way of the Lord, because the Messiah's coming and he's going to bring you mercy. He's going to uplift and help you. And that's the message of John the Baptist. It's radiated down the centuries. And you and I are sharing in that message this morning, saying, oh, is Christ come? Yes. Is he with me? Yes. Am I having a tough time? Yes. Is he going to forsake me? No. And he's there all the time. So Advent is just a reflective time of mercy. That's why I think the Pope has decided on next Tuesday to start the year of mercy. The year of how people relate to one another. The year of how we accommodate ourselves to the difficulties that people have. The way we make the self-sacrifice of doing things for people and just being there. And that sort of makes the world go round. And John the Baptist said that in train by preaching the message, crying out in the wilderness. My God, at times the world seems a wilderness with all the things tragic things that happen out of the blue. Hardly a day passes without some extraordinary event which sort of demoralises you as a human being. Why do human beings do it? San Bernardo there in America, why does he do it? And that's the mystery of life. It's the history of human beings. The greatest mystery of all is the fact that Jesus is present in your life, that he cares for you, and the affirmation you've made by coming here today. We believe, Lord. We know you're with us. And that he comes so quietly to you, not making a noise like John the Baptist, that he comes quietly in communion, just to be there subtly, to uplift you, to sustain us and strengthen us. So we're blessed people, and Advent is really just a few weeks to remind us of that.